6, no, it's not even 6 a.m. It's 4 a.m. 4 in the morning, and we're in Auckland Airport, about to fly to Tasmania. I'm very tired. So we're in Launceston, Tassie. Got my keys for hire car. They don't actually know where it is, so I've just got to go around buzzing the keys to find it. Yes, let's try that car. So, it's Tuesday morning. This is my bedroom. It's pretty small. It's a bit warmer today than it was yesterday. It's warmer in there, mate. Just look at the sun. Dan wasn't too happy. Dan's bedroom was like an ice cube. He had to sleep in all his clothes.
I concur.
Yeah?
I concur.
I had to sleep fully clouded.
I didn't do
I
that.
had to put like the fucking towel on my bed and another blanket and stuff.
We're in Tasmania, and this is really silly, but I didn't actually realise there was deadly animals here. So we've just been having a big chat about deadly snakes. The moral of the story is you don't want to get bitten by one, because you'll probably die.
Yeah, literally, like every animal that you encounter in Australia, you don't want to fuck with it. Like you just want to get out, you know?
I was told you're not supposed to put your hands anywhere you can't see them.
Yeah, exactly. First, yeah, same thing.
Life lesson.
We are going to check out Derby and possibly walk a track full of massive granite rocks
And deadly animals.
and hopefully some snakes and spiders, and then Alex is going to get bitten.
We're only here to see like kangaroos and spiders. We're only here
Wombats.
to punch a kangaroo. Yeah. That's the mission the boys sent me on. Like, if I punch a kangaroo, they told me they would pay for like,
I'll give you money.
my ex's luggage from flight back home.
I'll pay for your hospital bills because it's not going to end well.
Ready, set, go.
Made it to Derby. Famous track up there. That is one entire rock slab. That white line in the woods.
So we're going to walk one of the stages. They give us a free shuttle to the top of stage 1. Oh. Yeah, nice to meet you. Have a good ride.
Yeah,
See ya. Thank you very much for the lift. See ya. First impression of the dirt.
Savage. So what do we have to like watch where we put our feet now?
Yeah.
And your hands.
Yeah.
Big fucking snake. I'm actually genuinely scared. Like, I'm actually like consciously looking where my feet are going, and there are snakes here. Tiger snakes. Tiger snakes are in these woods. I was told one of the top 10 most deadliest snakes.
Yes, snakes, mate. Like it's, yeah. Go up and you get killed by a snake.
It's like a...
That jump on you and kill you.
Ma! Come look at the size of this fella!
That is a huge tree.
Think of the size of me and the size of it. Oh, it's one of the sides just goes land here and then go boom.
There's a video of you eating shit on the gap.
Oh, that was great, yeah.
Similar dirt or similar?
Oh, yeah. And then he did it really nice. Slagged me. I was like, but it was nice. I was like, oh, Sam's slagging me. It's some form of recognition. Like when you come over the brow, I think I'm just gonna like come here and then go onto the rock instead of going onto the rock early.
Is that an actual step down from there?
Actually real.
Here. I'm gonna come up and have a look. Wow, that would be cool. Oh,
Crack climbing.
this isn't actually in the track, but it looks cool.
I could have fallen there.
You imagine casing that?
You're dead.
You'd have no wheels left if your wheel landed on that. Your suspension would blow up, your frame would snap.
That's the line right there.
You don't want to be the first few people to be riding that line. Yeah. Your bike's going to compress as you're cornering slightly and then you unweight. Good, yeah. Stay inside.
Yeah, so the rock's real steep, grippy, and it's got loads of like harsh compressions. You're like a snake, Daniel.
You should ask Alex, does he want a snake? Angus?
I was like, seriously.
Yeah.
There's one of these jumps that, like, when you look at them first go, they look pretty scary because it's a big gap in between.
How many feet do you reckon?
I have no idea.
Well, some people will be like 60, but reality it's like 35.
60 footer!
10 meters?
That's 25, 30 foot.
10 minutes, that's it.
What's your impression on Tassie so far?
It's amazing. Really, really great trails. Like, it's definitely a journey to get here, but it's worth it.
Muscle up.
Free solo.
I never knew what it is. Blood just come down with a wipe to bleed out.
Yeah.
The whole family. 2 boys and the baby boy.
Yeah.
And
Can I shake your hand? Yeah, good meeting you.
nice to know you, boys.
Cheers.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get a little rock and we'll put it over there.
And if it's moved,
And
it's back.
if I'm here before you, I'll take it away.
Yeah.
And if you're here before me, you put it back.
Yeah.
I'm not going to live that long, it's really sad.
Nah.
97. What a guy. That's like a radio channel, 97 FM.
The dude there was older than the forest here.
That's what it's called. So this is my pup. I'm going to carry that. It's my new CO2.
Did it work? So just heading out for practice. Again this weekend I'm racing the EWS 100 because I still don't have enough points to get into the EWS. I actually don't know anyone at this race in this category, so I'm just riding around all on my own today. So we just finished up day 1 of practice at EWS round 2 in Tasmania. It's hot, probably pretty cold by most Aussies, but I think it's absolutely boiling. Today we've done 5 stages. All the stages are pretty loose, like loose rock, a lot of hard packed turns, a lot of like massive blind rolling rocks. It's a really cool place. Like, I've never ridden anything like this, and it does actually, I've never raced anything like this, but I've actually ridden plenty like this from when we used to dig trails in Brisbane. I'm just now sat in the hire car, currently waiting for my bike. It's getting a bit of love. We've just been seeing the guys at Fox who have done some tweaking with my suspension, and it's at Shimano as well, just getting the gears, a new derailleur and stuff. But the suspension wasn't feeling how I wanted to. I was like blowing out in corners and stuff as if it wasn't using all its travel. So the guys there were real helpful and gave me some advice and did some little tiny tweaks. So we need to go and test that and see what So I'm actually back in the UK Flew back yesterday, been up since, well it's like 11 in the morning now, but I've been up since 4 AM because of jet lag. I just thought I'd give you a quick rundown of how the race went. I didn't actually get that much footage in terms of like me talking and interacting and stuff with the camera, so I did get some cool GoPro footage which I'll put in and show you guys. So first stage of the race weekend was on stage 1, obviously, on Saturday. The stage was really fast, and I think it was probably a lot of people's favourite stage of the weekend. It was a brand new track that consisted of like a big variety of trails, so there was loads of massive granite slab rocks, real cool turns, real fast straights, jumps, everything was involved. I rode this stage real well, felt really fast on the track, and the thing that kept me going and pushed me even further was the crowd down the track was amazing. Derby, the town itself, is only a real small community, and mountain biking is its only thing. So when there is an event like this coming to the area, literally every single person gets involved, and the tracks all weekend were just littered with people either side of the track, screaming, heckling, making noise, and like I think everyone will agree with me, all the races that raced, that it was probably one of the coolest race crowds I've ever experienced in race with, and it just pushes you to go even and squeeze that little bit more out and pedal that little bit faster, and it was absolutely awesome to see. Ended up like, I think I was 7th or 8th on that stage. I was pretty happy with that. And then the Sunday, we only had one stage on Saturday, which is a bit strange. Sunday we had the other 5 stages. So stage 2, which was the first stage on Sunday, again, like last weekend, got real excited out the start. I had this thing in my head where I'm like, right, I need to pedal real fast, blah 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 blah. Put so much effort and energy in, and the first like gnarly section of trail, which was, there was like a multitude of rocks, real slippy dry dirt, a real cool section of track where you actually rode between these huge like rock walls, like handlebar width. You have to straighten up and go straight through. Like, that was a cool experience. It felt like you were in like some sort of Indiana Jones movie. And then a few turns down, got a bit like riding outside of my own head and had a real silly crash. Bent my brake lever, had to bend it back, somebody overtook me, and that was that. When you're in a race like this weekend, the times were so tight you couldn't afford to make mistakes like that, so that was kind of like a bit of a bummer straight out the like second stage of the weekend. I knew I was almost going to be playing catch up for the whole weekend. So stage 3, the next stage, was quite a flowy trail, went real well, hit all my lines, rode real fast. And yeah, that was a good stage again, top 10 stage result, so couldn't complain. Stage 4 was real pedally. Didn't feel like I had the best run on that track, and I think everyone may have felt the same, but you literally could not stop pedaling for the whole length of the stage. So 6-7 minutes, you literally had to keep pedaling the whole way. Like the trail had loads of like jumps and rollers and corners and stuff, but because there wasn't that much gradient on the track, you had to just keep pedaling to keep momentum. And after pedaling for 6-7 minutes, like, it was pretty damn tiring. But again, the crowds in the bottom of the track were so sick. Crowds everywhere, like, it was awesome. Then we pedalled up to stage 5, which was another like janky stage. So it was quite rocky, you had to like be real precise with your line choice. There was a lot of big rock gardens. You had to like point your bike in the right direction. So it was all about staying smooth and consistent. Like, there was a lot of time you could easily lose on a lot of the track. That stage went average for me. Had a bit of a stall at the top in the rock garden. Again, came in too fast and went offline. Rode up to stage 6, which was the final stage of the weekend. At the top of the stage there was some funny guy. And yes, then we set off into stage 6, which was pretty iconic, and you actually rode down this real cool, massive, white, big, like, rock slab. like that went on for a good like 200 meters, which was real sick, real cool. Again, crowds either side of the track just cheering you on. It was wicked. Probably one of my favourite stages of the weekend, stage 6. Again, it's another like average stage time. Times were so tight at the weekend, like you literally had to be full gas the whole weekend. I had some pretty big takeaways from the weekend's racing, one of which was preparation is key. Again, real simple stuff, but some stuff sometimes I always neglect it. So prepping the bike, having food supplies ready to go for the actual amount of riding you're doing, having spares on your bike that you can carry, having all this stuff ready so you don't have to think about it when the race comes, because a lot of the times I use a lot of my mental energy on stuff that should have already been sorted, and I think that pulls me away from actually racing as well as I could. I learnt a lot from the guys who are staying with this weekend, so Dan Wolf, Alex Kangas and Matty Stoddard are all like fast enduro racers, been on the scene for a while, real fast guys, real nice guys, and I've learnt a lot from those guys, picking things up on the way. So my plan is just to take all that and move on to the next one. Anyway, so we've got a lot planned over the next few months. Real exciting stuff coming up. I am actually going to spend the rest of the day packing the motorhome, and I'm driving back up to go see Amanda and Kai. Kai's most probably forgotten who I am. Probably quite angry that I've left him for so long, but we've got a lot of such cool stuff planned for the next like 6-12 months. So again, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, click the bell notification so you don't miss any of this cool stuff, and let me know below as well, like comment below like if you were at Derby, how you found it, if you're thinking about giving enduro racing a go, I don't know, just pop a comment below, start a conversation, and see you on the next video.